Hi everyone, it is me, Sailor Moon, here, and it is me, Sailor Uranus, Sailor Skyworld here, and today I want to talk about, you know, if there is or if not gatekeeping in the Sailor Moon followership. Well, at first you might think there's not, but every followership has those who think that they are the oversight upholders and that they got to uphold all the oversight set by the business or whoever. So you will have these folks who will uphold, who would gatekeep you, tell you what you can and cannot talk about. Now, this happened many years ago, so it's not something that's going on now. So, as everyone knows, that we had Ernest P. Worrell as Sailor Earth. And if no one knows who Ernest P. Worrell is, well, you can look him up. So, when we brought Sailor Earth, and it's not like Sailor Earth was some new thing. I mean, go on YouTube, a Euro, and look up Sailor Earth, and you're going to see a lot of them. So, but there were some, but had really nothing to do with that. So, in a Sailor Moon followership, there is a side of the followership who hates the Deke, Cloverway, Pioneer, whatever. And if you happen to like it, then you will be seen as not a true Sailor Moon follower. If you like the Deke Sailor Moon, if you like the Cloverway Sailor Moon or Pioneer Sailor Moon, or which say Renaissance Atlantic Entertainment Sailor Moon, which one of those would have been Path Seeker, the other would have been New Birth Great Sea Glee. So if you like any of those Sailor Moons back in the day, then some of the folks in the Sailor Moon followership would gatekeep on you and say, how can you should not like the Deke or Cloverway or Pioneer Sailor Moon. They shifted names. They shifted strike names. They shifted near names. They cut out some of the good fighting. They didn't. They shifted out the songs. They skipped over some of the sagas of the show. All the things that they did that make folks out there not like it. So at the end of the day, that was what they would gatekeep on. Or others would say, oh, you are not telling the show the right way. You're not keeping law. And let's be earnest about law here. Sailor Moon has law, but all its law is shifted from what you think. There's a law for the drawing show, a law for the drawing films, a law for the film games, law for the books, law for the drawing books, and on so and on so. And then law for the plays, and the song plays, and whatever. So yeah, you tell me what law is. So, but when it comes to lover tales or lover sagas, you don't really truly have to follow that law. Want to go on now? So yeah, and if you think that was the only thing, yeah, alright Sailor Moon, we can go on now. Thank you. Anyway, thank you, Moon Lear. Anyway, so if you think that was the only thing that some folks would gatekeep you on here in the Sailor Moon followership, think again. As Sailor Moon said, the next thing that some folks in the Sailor Moon followership made a big deal out of was having Ernest P. Worrell be Sailor Earth. And for some folks, apparently for some folks, that was breaking two laws or two oversights. The oversight that says that only women or girls can be sailor keepers, and the other oversight is that there's no Sailor Earth. Now, someone out there in Euro, we're not going to say her name or handle, but made a big deal out of it. and at first started telling us that we could not talk about the Deke or Cloverway Sailor Moon, that we couldn't say talk about anything about it, and that we couldn't give our thoughts either on the Toei one that she happened to like over the Deke and Cloverway one. And anytime we did make a film on something she didn't like, she said, "Do you want me to unfollow?" As if threatening to lose a follower was going to be the worstest thing that can happen on this website. So, anyway, she was guilty of gatekeeping. She was also guilty of thinking that having Ernest P. Worrell as a sailor fighter, as Sailor Earth, was a slight against Naoko Takiguchi, which it was not. So, yes, there was some gatekeeping in a Sailor Moon followership over you liking the Deke or Cloverway or Pioneer Sailor Moon, having Ernest as Sailor Earth, having a man as a sailor fighter. So that went against two laws, or two oversights, we'll call them, that a lot of folks follow to a T. You see, at the end of the day, it should have not been that way. There was no need for it. So yes, there was some gatekeeping in the Sailor Moon followership. You know, not anymore, but at the time, some folks out there were guilty of it. And they got their sake, ground, and why for it. And whatever their ground, sake, and why for it was not needed. You know? So maybe some folks out there didn't like Deke or Cloverway or Pioneer Sailor Moon, fine. That was alright. Maybe some folks out there didn't like, Ernest being Sailor Earth. Okay, that was their belief, great. But there was no need for the guilting and the shaming of it, or saying that it was, So yeah, that was talking about the gatekeeping in the Sailor Moon followership, which happened in the past. It didn't happen now. But the grounds to why I made a film about it, because some folks out there might wonder if the Sailor Moon followership had any of that. Because God knows other followerships out there do. And some maybe more than others. So that's it. You want to end this now? No, yeah. Alright. Thank you, Sarah Uranus, Sailor Sky World. Alright. If you like this film, then, and you're new here, give us a like, share, and playlist this film. Also, watch the other film we made yesterday over here. So when you hit that ring to let you know when the next upload, live stream, or short's been done. I, Sailor Moon Serena, and I, Sarah Uranus, Sailor Sky World tomorrow, and we'll see you later. Goodbye.